Okay, Bismillah. I've done a little video today when I was at work about a spontaneous conversation. So I'm trying to film a couple of these bits so people get an insight of how things are on building sites and in ordinary working environments, and how I sort of deal and so I suppose handle myself and try and give some information about Islam. Anyway, this conversation, the two guys I was talking to at that time, the conversation of alcohol popped up and drinking. Now, I'm going to paraphrase a little bit because I think their language was a little bit more colourful than what I'm prepared to use. But one of them said that he used to be a functioning alcoholic, which means he'd come to work. He's a bricklayer, that one. He'd come to work and he would work, but he would need to have a little tipple in the daytime to get him through the day, and then drink at night. And the other guy was saying that he still drinks, but he only drinks, and again paraphrasing because his language was quite colourful, because he was bored out of his skull. It means he was bored. So he didn't know what else to do except drink. And in the conversation, they were saying about it can stop you from sleeping, and they don't really like to do it. That's the point I want to make. That's where I want to get with this. Okay, it takes me a while. Is in life generally, wherever there is a void, wherever there's a hole, it gets filled. In nature, it just gets filled naturally. Where there's a void, where there's a hole, it gets filled. Now, in these situations with these type of people, these type of men and women as well, they have a void, they have an emptiness, and they try and fill it, be it with alcohol, be it with drugs, be it with other vices. I don't know, like gambling, jumping from meaningless relationship, and making themselves feel even more devalued as they do it. The point is, they try and fill this void that they have inside them. They try and fill this emptiness that they have inside it with externally, with stuff, and pushing alcohol and everything in it, even though they know it doesn't make them happy. They know it doesn't fulfill them. It's just a temporary cover. It's just something temporary to put in that gap, because having that gap, it has to be filled. Whereas Muslims, obviously, alhamdulillah, thanks to God that we don't have that. We have iman, we have a purpose of life, we have a meaning of life, we have a structure that where that emptiness, we only feel empty if we're not following our deen. If we're following our deen, we have a fulfillment. Now, when you hear people, or I hear people talking about drinking a lot or taking drugs or being on this and this and this, I don't judge them. I don't get judgmental. I don't stand back and say, your brother, you drink, I'm not interested in you. You take drugs, mate, I don't talk to people that take drugs. No, I kind of feel bad for them because I've been there. I know that. I've felt that. I know that. I said, I've never been so low as when I was high. I remember me saying that, I think, in a podcast. I also said, if you're happy, you don't need to drink. If I'm happy, why would I pay, I don't know, £3-4, whatever it is for a drink? I'm already happy. I saved my money. I'm happy. I don't need it, So, but the point being is that they need it to fulfill it. They need it to fill that gap. So when you come across these people, don't judge them. Don't get angry. Don't dismiss them. Oh, you're non-Muslim. Oh, you drink, or you do this, or you do that. Blah, blah. Nah. They're doing it because they need to. They're doing it because they don't know how else to fill it. They're frustrated. The guy in the video was frustrated. He's drinking because he's bored. That's why he's. See what I'm saying? He needed to compensate that. Anyway, I don't want to make this into a mad rant. I just want to. While it was on my head, I wanted to get it out there and get it said, because I think it was a point that I didn't want to get. I didn't want that point to be lost, and hopefully, it won't be. People, stay blessed. Knowledge beats ignorance. Love beats hate. Peace.